It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Lynx going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. No spark needed to light the fire under these LA fans. They're ready to show their California love.
And of course, I think these LA fans happy to see Minnesota. Reminds them of that 2016 title they won. The banner flying proudly in this arena.
And for the Lynx, well, they clearly had the upper hand in last year's season series, winning 3 of the last 4 games against the Sparks. Vanloo with it. Pass to Hamby. And here's Plum. Back to Hamby. Now here's Vanloo. 5 to shoot. Now here's Plum. Tight defense on her. Alana Smith with the defensive effort. Waived back in 2022, Alana Smith has had quite the rise.
What a journey it's been. I mean, she was basically out of the league. Fast forward to 2024, she's starting in WNBA Finals games as a key member for the Lynx. The Australian never gave up on her dreams.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Brink a screen. Inside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Nice decision by Kelsey Plum. She can equally score or pass out of the pick and roll.
Here's Collier. Pass to Heidemann. And the layup is good.
It's easy to get spoiled watching her play the game of basketball, but I would advise you to not take this for granted. She makes these plays look so simple.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Jackson outside. Hamby, the fader. And it's Collier with the rebound.
They depend on her to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid defense draped on her.
Now Plum. Pass to Vanloo. Jackson outside. Here's Hamby. Plum. 5 on the clock. Back to Hamby. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Pass to Heidemann. Screen by Smith. The 3. Heidemann, no good. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the inside. Here's Hamby. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Nimble move by Hamby, getting around the contact into the shot.
And here's Heidemann. Pass to Queen. From downtown. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Her ability is matched only by her energy, guys. She's usually in the middle of everything for them.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job. She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Plum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Jackson outside. Brink. She's guarded by Shepard. Brink with the ball. Shepard's there. Brink's shot is off. The Lynx with the lead. Pulls up. Queen misses. Julie Van Loo on the wing. Covered by Smith. Van Loo with it. Down low. Here's Hamby. That's good, and she's now 3 for 4 from the floor. So the Lynx now. Pass to Collier. Fires for 3. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The ability to catch and shoot comes down to quick decision making. And I think Collier has a pretty good grasp of that.
Here's Plum. Hamby sets a screen. And here's Van Loo. Oh! Second shot opportunity. Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith. Pass to Shepard. Here's Heidemann. Shoots. Queen misses.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
You know, it's hard to believe, but the Sparks haven't been to the playoffs since the 2020 wobble.
Yeah, before this dry spell, they had been to 9 straight postseasons. But since they've lost some stars, some legends, and it hasn't been the same in LA, they're hoping this group can turn things around and make it back to the playoffs.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
The Sparks trailing. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Plum. Off target with the 3. And here are the Lynx now. Queen, defended by Van Loo. Queen drains the three-pointer.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now Plum. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Basket good.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's Minnesota. They lead by 7. And here's Heidemann. Here's Queen. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Van Loo. Outside Plum. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for her. 1 for 4 shooting.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
Here's Heidemann. Smith outside. This one for 3. The Sparks grab the miss. On the wing, Rakia Jackson. Covered by Collier. Outside Plum. To the middle. And stolen by Smith. To the paint. Here's Shepard. Hamby grabs the miss.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 5-point game. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Heidemann
keeps her head up and looks for open teammates. That style of play will keep Collier around for a while.
Here's Plum. Jackson outside. Back to Plum. Clock at 6. Down low. And stolen by Smith. Pass to Shepard. Back to Smith. Heidemann. Now here's Shepard. Ring covering. Now Queen. Releases. Hamby grabs the miss.
She's tried to get it going, but the shots simply haven't been dropping for her.
To the inside. And she makes good on the layup.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree.
Here's Heidemann. She's got 7. Pass to Smith. Using the post moves to get the 2 points.
Her shooting percentage is through the roof right now. What a great start to this game.
Now here's Plum. Does not score again, and that's her 4th miss against one mate.
They got that one, but early on, they're struggling to secure the boards.
But it's still early. I wouldn't read too much into it. Still plenty of game ahead.
Yeah, time to get that right.
Pass to Queen. The three-pointer, no good. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the left wing, tip. Here's Heidemann. Inside. Queen. Lets it go. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Lynx on top, up 8. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition. You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Fires high post, and Williams gets it to go. Tonight's game also counts in the Commissioner's Cup, the first home and away regular season game against teams in your conference to go towards the Cup standings.
Yes, so 10 total games, and the team with the best record in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to meet in the final with a lot of prize money at stake.
Now here's Williams. Collier. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. To the middle. Napisa Collier with the block.
Got to be careful shooting when Collier is around. She's fantastic at coming up with blocks.
The Lynx leading. Outside Williams. Goes back up. Collier can't get it to go. Now the Sparks with it. Pass to Cannon. Second quarter here, and just over a minute and a half played. And here is Stevens. 6 on the shot clock. No good off front iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time. You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the boards.
Here's Cannon. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And a shot goes in.
Well done to finish that one off.
Now here's Williams. McBride outside. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. And again, no good by Minnesota. Here's Hamby. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Nafisa Collier.
At the line for Los Angeles, Hamby. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one.
Now you can trust Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
And she can't hit the second. Lots to love about Nafisa Collier and her game. What do you like the most, though, Tim?
As you said, Blake, there is a lot of things that Nafisa does very well. I mean, she can score, rebound, defend, play make. Collier's ability to do it all. Be versatile. That's my favorite.
Now here's Aleman. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. She tries for three. It's hauled in by the Lynx. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Queen. And the Lynx miss again. The Sparks trailing. To the inside. And stolen by Collier. Shot to stop the drought. Aleman with the steal. Pass to Cannon. Hamby gets it to go from downtown.
It's been Hamby's night. The front office, the coaching staff, they love her combination of size and skill. A true modern big.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Queen misses.
She's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Now here's Aleman. She's guarded by Williams. Inside. They swipe it. Pass to Queen. And the Lynx miss again.
Well, after hitting those 2 3-balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second.
They're not having much success at all right now.
They need to reshuffle their lineup a little bit, try to find something that works.
Good work there as it goes.
Looking real comfortable attacking around the rim. If you give Collier the rock anywhere near the basket, she's not going to disappoint.
Now here's Aleman. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Outside Stevens. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Aleman for 3. That drops and comes off an assist for Kelsey Plum. And this game is tied up now. Williams with it. McBride outside. Queen. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Here's Cannon. Just 5 on the clock. Kelsey Plum from outside. That will not drop. Still looking for her groove. 1 for 6 from the floor. Pass to Williams. Now Queen from deep. She's off on that one.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Now Cannon. And here is Aleman. See Plum from outside. And it's Collier with the rebound. They set the screen, launches it. The Sparks grab the miss. Pass to Hamby. Now Aleman. There's a screen by Stevens. Down low and stolen by Collier. And here's Queen. Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
Yeah, that pass seemed to catch her off guard, and it simply snapped off her hands.
So it's the Sparks now. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. To the paint. Here's Hamby. That misses off the backboard. Pass to Queen. Now Collier. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Heidemann. Back to Collier. Just 4 to shoot. Shot to end the cold run. Sinks the triple.
A legitimate threat from beyond the arc. Collier feels comfortable trying her luck whenever she's given the chance.
To the middle. And stolen by Shepard. Inside, Queen uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and in this quarter, she now has 7 shots with just 1 make to show for it. And you got to think that this is not what she hoped for.
Here's Plum. And the Sparks call time here. Tonight's game is part of the Commissioner's Cup. So, guys, what's the biggest motivation for these players in the Cup?
What about the final game grand prize money? Every player in the championship game, whether you win or you lose, gets a bonus. But the winning players are going to get a little bit more. So I would say that's a great incentive for them.
On defense, the Lynx. They've led by as much as 10. Now here's Van Loo. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Stevens. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Stevens can score from anywhere, but on the interior is where the defense really has to worry about her.
Here's Queen. And it's off from three-point range.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
McBride outside. Shoots it. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Outside Plum. Pass to Brink. Outside Stevens. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Shepard with it, and it's Brink picking her up. The kick out to McBride. The three-pointer off the mark. The Sparks trailing. Outside Plum. Down low. Here's Stevens. Up and in on the layup.
She's been key for them, the way she's distributed the ball.
No doubt. Look, when the offense runs through her, smooth operation.
McBride outside. To the inside. Shot's good by Smith.
She picked her out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Lynx ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. I mean, good, solid game by Hamby.
He played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. Pass to Van Loo. Hamby a screen. Outside Plum. Offline with the three.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Queen. Fires it. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Plum with it. Jackson outside. The jump hook. Hamby misses. The Lynx with the lead. Inside. Collier gets the bucket.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
Outside Brink. Jackson. Hands it from downtown.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
So the Lynx now. Oh, the Sparks struggled to an 8-32 record last year. But, you know, Rickea Jackson was a bright spot.
As a rookie in 2024, Jackson averaging 13 points per game. And when you look at the month-by-month stats, she was over 16 per contest over the final 3 months, showing some serious in-season growth.
Now here's Plum. Pass to Jackson. And that misses. That would have put them up.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And here's Shepard. Brink covering. Takes the three. Queen. Shot is good.
She is not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when she's got that much room, at least.
Outside Plum. Pass to Hamby. Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith.
Stay away from Smith, an excellent shot blocker.
And they get it back. To the left side wing. Now here's Shepard. Here's Heidemann. She's guarded by Plum. On the wing, Alana Smith. Takes it out to Collier. No good with the triple.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Jackson. Foul call that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
First team foul.
And don't forget this game tonight. It's one of 10 games for this team that's part of the Commissioner's Cup standings.
It also counts towards the regular season, so this contest really shows up in the standings twice. An interesting wrinkle to this one.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Pass to Shepard. Collier, guarded by Jackson. Shot from the low block. And it's Collier missing.
The inside a little too congested for her to get her usual touch on that shot.
Here's Plum. Brink left side. Kicks it out to Plum for the lead. And Hamby gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for her. It's time to take a glance at that awesome block.
And you can see the mindset she has. When the game's this close, she's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
So the Lynx now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Queen misses. The Sparks trailing. Now Van Loo. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And that one's good.
Maybe the most pure lefty jumper we've seen. Quick release, accurate. Plum's got a sweet J.
And here's Queen. 11 points in the game. Pass to Collier. Over Jackson. And the Lynx miss again.
Well, with little defensive pressure, she turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by employing the fadeaway.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
And here are the Lynx now, trailing by 2. Nafisa Collier on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Here's Heidemann. She's got 7. Shot clock at 6. Shepard, good.
With the perfect physical frame for interior scoring, Shepard can sure do some damage down low.
So it's the Sparks now. And the Sparks call time here.
Wise move to call a timeout right here. They need to just settle down. They've been playing out of control, and it shows with how many turnovers they've had.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Plum. Six to shoot. Shoots. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Pass to Williams. Now here is Queen. She's guarded by Plum. No problems knocking that one down.
With that 3, her second of the half, she's equaled her total from before the break.
Now Lemon. Pass to Cannon. Plum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Look, she didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left her a look, and she nailed it.
Now here is Queen. She's got 14. Another 3 for Minnesota.
She is showing no signs of slowing down here.
Pass to Cannon. Now here is Stevens. Now Hamby, covered by Collier. The fadeaway will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Lynx with the lead. Now McBride. Down low. It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. To the middle. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Now the Lynx with it. Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. Well, the most important part of the Commissioner's Cup, the fact that every team selects a charity that they're playing for.
Each great organization gets a donation. The winning team's charity gets an extra bonus. But really, most importantly, all the charities get some much-deserved recognition, publicity, and some love.
And the Lynx making a change here. On defense, the Sparks. It's a one-point game. Right outside. Just 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That one's on Stevens.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
2 shots.
And she makes the first. And good on the second, so she makes both. The Sparks trailing. Pass to Burrell.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Alema. To the paint. And the layup falls.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
So the Lynx now. Outside Williams. And here's Carrington. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard.
But I like their energy. If they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Williams for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, how about this percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Oh, I'm loving it, and I'm really loving every second of it, actually. I mean, they've found their rhythm from deep. No doubt about it.
Now here's Stevens. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. Here's McBride. Rebound by the Sparks. And 2 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And if I'm them, if I'm in their seats, if I'm on the bench in the game, I go for it.
Here's Alemán. No good from outside. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
And look how well she let her in there with that pass.
Alemán with it. Pass to Stevens. 4 seconds left. And there's the rejection. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lynx ahead. They lead by 4. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. For joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. McBride outside. And she swishes it right through.
You love to see that offensive mindset from McBride, and fans are rarely disappointed with her intensity.
Now here's Alemán. Hamby for 3. Offensive rebound. Stevens nails the baby hook.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Outside Williams. Out to the wing. McBride outside. Outside Williams. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Now here's Hamby. Pass to Stevens. Now here's Alemán. 4 on the shot clock. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. To the middle. Hamby grabs the miss. So it's the Sparks now. They trail by 7. Out to the right wing. To the inside. And stolen by Napheesa Collier. Here's McBride. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trick to the line to shoot 2.
An unpredictable creator with a variety of moves. McBride thrives on getting to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she can't get the first one.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
She hits the second from the line. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Alemán. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Plum. The Sparks, no good that time either. The Lynx with the lead. For 3, Kayla McBride. It's hauled in by Cannon.
Well, thus far they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
Puts it up. And Stevens is good for 3.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Collier. Pass to McBride. The screen by Collier. And again, no good by Minnesota. Here's Cannon. Queen covering. The offensive rebound. Outside Plum. Three-pointer. Here's Stevens. last, they get one to fall.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Williams can't get it to go.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Out to the left wing. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's Williams. The Sparks grab the miss. And they're right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical moment in this game.
Alema shot is off.
Boy, the complexion of this game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
Now here's Williams. From out on the wing, she knocks it down.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
Outside Plum. Pass to Cannon. There's the triple. Kept alive by the Sparks. Stevens, that's good.
She's been hot here in the fourth quarter, contributing big at the right time.
Hitting everything. 4 for 4 shooting on the quarter. She's been their best rebounder today, no doubt.
Well, the numbers back that up, too. I mean, she brought her lunch pail with her today, and she has gone to work. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And, you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Now here's Collier. And it's Alema with the rebound. Now here's Plum. McBride covering. Right side Plum. Past Alema. Cannon. Queen covering. Here's Stevens. And she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
Timeout for the Lynx.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Queen. Pass to Shepard. And here's Heidemann. She's guarded by Plum. Smith with it. Hamby on her. Shot to stop the run. Smith, no good. The Sparks with the lead. And here's Van Loo. Outside Brink. Jackson. Pass to Van Loo. The tray. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. Here's Heidemann. Guarded by Jackson. Smith, no good. Now Van Loo. Here's Plum. Pass to Van Loo. Over Collier. They get the rebound. Brink, the shot is good.
There's the confidence of young Cameron Brink.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
There's no way around it. It's been a difficult game for her offensively, and it has cost her team.
Outside Plum. Misses the three.
This has been a rough second half for her shooting the ball. She should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Down low. Takes it out to Collier. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. She did that to a degree in the first half, and she's doing it now in the second.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Hopefully, from our standpoint at least, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
We can only hope. Now here's Plum. From the arc. It's hauled in by Smith.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Here's Heidemann. They get the go-ahead bucket. And here's Plum. To the middle. And the basket by Hamby.
The moment not scaring Hamby, a leader. She takes pleasure in hitting the big shots.
Here's Queen. To Collier. Good work defensively with Thea Jackson. Outside Plum. Jackson outside. Brink. Here's Hamby. Good. And Cameron Brink getting his dime.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
The Lynx trailing. Here is Queen. Pass to Collier. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And at this massive point of the game, Collier ready to step up.
Outside Plum. Erica Hamby on the wing, covered by Smith. Erica Hamby on the wing. Again, the Erica Hamby missing. Collier with it. Pass to Queen. Heidemann. The three-pointer off the mark. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up two. And she hits both free throws. And it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
Shepard, the screen. The three won't fall, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. She's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop for her. Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
Time is the big factor here. You need to get the points fast and then foul.
Yeah, Tim, and it has to be a quick foul. Every second is critical at this stage.
Yeah, they cannot waste any time if they want to come back.
Pass to Heidemann. Collier. There's the three. Heidemann, no good. And so it's the Sparks who come out on top here. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, there were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's a wrap, everyone.